OFX was popping. So something I wanted to talk about is knowing when to stop. Knowing when to stop trading, whether that's when you're losing too much or you're winning or whatever it is. This week I have called out two trades. It is Tuesday, 8 o'clock. The trades were done, I believe, by yesterday. So I called out CAD-J and NZD USD, and both of these hit yesterday. So first of all, I'm calling out all my trades now on Discord. I don't remember if I said that in the last video, but I switched over everything. I put a whole message in Telegram. I've been doing it for, this is the second week now. So the first week we went 3-3. We were slightly profitable because I did close out a couple trades early. And then this week we're up 2%. So that's great. But something I wanted to talk about is knowing when to stop when you're up. So this week I won two trades in a row, right? I took two trades on Sunday. By Monday night, they were both done. So now I'm done for the week and I'm not going to trade at all. So the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm up and I got what I wanted. I got the money I wanted, I got the bag I wanted, and I'm done. I grew my account 2% and I'm out, right? So I think that's a very important thing that a lot of people don't do, is that I could easily be like, oh, well, I won these two trades. Let me take this next setup. That's right there. This does look like a good setup and look like it could play out. But what if I lose? What if I win? Like, it doesn't really matter. I got the money that I wanted. And I think that that's a big thing that people don't take into consideration. I think they say, well, I won two trades. I'm on fire. Let me take a third. I'll probably win it. You know what I mean? Or I lost two trades in a row. Let me take one to try to make it up. And I think that's how people dig themselves in holes, is by just doing too much. Once you get your money, you get your percentage, I think you just need to be done with it. You need to just move on and get out of the market. So these trades I caught, let me break these down. So CAD-J, right? On the daily, we can see that price did maintain this big level right here. And then we just started pushing up, and then we had this bearish channel that came down here and rejected all of these levels over here. We had to break out of it. So we had price break out of this, create a higher low, break out. It did retest this already, but I thought that we could probably come back down and do it again. That's exactly what we did. Took it to the next level. Stop was right below this low, and then it just took off and flew. Now we could have probably had it to this next low up here. It might even go a little bit up here near the end of the channel, but I got my money and I got out. Now, NZD USD. This was a cool setup. Now we look on the daily. We can see that price came up here. This was the last high. We had a really strong push down, broke this level, lower high, broke this level, lower high, broke this level. Very, very simple. Price was going down, and we had a big daily level that I thought we could see price off of. It was kind of, correlating with the trend line, but it didn't really touch the trend line. But that's kind of how I had the setup going. But it didn't touch it, but it was in the area. But when I entered the trade, I think price was already in the area. I think the original area was like down here, but then by the time Sunday, when it was like 4 o'clock and it was at the time where spread died down and I could enter, it was already up here. So I entered right there. Stop loss was at this high. I targeted down here just for a 1-to-1. Probably could have extended it and came down here, but it's not what I want to do. So I got these two trades, and now, I'm just going to sit on my hands. I'm not even going to look at the charts. There's no point because I'm not going to trade. That's another thing I think people do, is they keep looking, seeing if there's other setups or seeing what's happening. I think at this time, as I'm 6.5 years deep into day trading, I've gained the amount of patience, and I don't have as much FOMO as I used to, and I don't need it. I don't need to constantly be taking trades and setups, and I'm not addicted to the charts like I used to be. So just thought this was a good message to share. That's it, man. OFX out.